So what is going on, guys? It is Evil here. We're bringing a little bit of PS3 gameplay to you guys today using the Type 25, just turning some news. Ignore the beginning of this game. I was actually trying to figure out hosts and things like that. I was actually having some issues with my connection today, so, you know, I got everything sorted out here at the end, and I was able to pull this game out pretty well once I figured out, you know, the way that my connection was lagging during this game and things along those lines. But let's get into the commentary here. For this map, I just want to let you guys know that there are 3 spawns. I just died in one of them. As you see, spawns. I just spawned in another one, and dead ahead of me right there is the 3rd one. Outside of that building, on the other side of that building where I just came out of. Those are the 3 main spawn points in this game. You'll see a couple spawn points here and there that are a little bit off kilter, but for the most part, there's only the 3 spawn point locations. So as long as you can control those 3 spawn points, you're going to have that team pretty much done. The way that I usually play is I run from spawn point to spawn point to spawn point. And if I realize that I'm not effective playing that way, then what I will go ahead and do is I will control back by flaps to make sure that they don't get a sniper posted up there, and then we're pretty much screwed and not able to actually pull through. But within doing that, guys, you'll see a lot that, you know, I really don't like camping. So you won't actually see me posted up somewhere not able to move or do anything like that. You'll actually just see where, you know, I'll post up somewhere for a few seconds just to try to figure out on the mini-map where the teams are spawning at. And then once I have a good idea of where they're spawning at, how they're rushing at me, then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and play an adverse rush style to make sure that they cannot get to me, basically, or get a decent amount of shots off on me. That is basically how you play any first-person shooter. Is each team plays a map differently. Once you learn the way that they play the map, then you play against their abilities. So, like as you see this team, a lot of what they're doing is they're pushing out towards the center. Knowing that they're pushing out towards the center, what I'm doing is I'm keeping myself more towards the outskirts of the map with open lines of sight to be able to take them out in the center. And then within doing that, basically, they don't have the ability to get to me, so I'm able to basically just destroy them. The only difference between the two, besides taking out their air support, making sure that they cannot get any good kill streaks in, but the only difference in between the 2 playstyles of what they're doing versus what I'm doing is the fact of they're leaving themselves open on multiple different flanks, whereas, you know, pretty much you're only going to get me from front and behind. You know, unless you have a really, really good shot and you're able to hit me from the side, or you're hitting me from where I'm aiming at you from. It really just depends on exactly how you play the game versus how I play the game there. You will see a lot in this game where I'm dying from random locations, and that is specifically because of my connection, or that I was doing something else and wasn't actually able to keep my attention on that enemy that came up on me. Another thing that I do a lot on this map is that mini-map. That mini-map is my best friend because you'll have those people that want to camp up on the jets. They want to camp over by the stealth bomber. They've got a lot of places where they want to camp, but, you know, on the mini-map, especially when you're having teammates like I'm playing with this game that run a lot of low kill streaks, counter UAV, and things like that that are keeping my UAV going, it pretty much makes it so that, you know, they are completely ineffective as campers. So I'm able just to walk up and basically walk through them. And, you know, as you notice here, I'm trying not to fight a face-to-face battle as much as I'm trying to actually take them and get them as they're spreading out of spawn, get them as they're moving from location to location. Basically, I'm catching them where they don't have the ability to catch me. And once I'm able to actually accomplish that, then, you know, basically the game's a wrap from there. I'm not going to lose the game. And I do get that accomplished. This is actually one of the key turning points of the game right here, where I actually, you know, get them in a semi-spawn lock, you know, just getting them in a location where I need them at. And then I'm able to actually go ahead and push them through. A lot of what you're going to see, though, guys, playing on the different consoles is that you'll start to realize the way that different players actually play the game. Like, you'll catch with me where, you know, I'm up in their face, I'm rushing up behind them, they don't stand a chance trying to really get to me. You know, you won't really see me doing a lot of 100+ gameplays and things like that, just specifically because of the fact of I'm more of a team player. You know, I might actually go for a couple 100+ gameplays and go ahead and get those to you guys, but I don't like playing domination in those style gameplays where I'm pretty much stuck not being able to assist my team. And so, yeah, I keep a pretty, you know, I keep above a 1, usually in between a 1 and a 2 KD, still playing the objective and being a team player, which you can ask anybody, that is a good KD. I don't jump into like team deathmatch like some of these larger commentators do and actually try to go ahead and do that. I play a lot of kill confirms, and you die a lot trying to push out and grab tags. So, you know, when you're down and you're trying to grab tags and things like that, you're pretty much going to die a lot, and, you know, there's really nothing that you can do about it besides say, oh well, I'll get my KD back up another day. And that's the way that, in my opinion, all gamers should be, because, yeah, KD, it does show your player skill, but in my opinion, win-loss ratio shows more skill than KD. You know, if I have a 100% win-loss ratio, but I have a, I don't know, I'm just going to say a 0.5 KD, I'm more afraid of that person that's got that high win-loss ratio with the low KDs than I am the person with the high KD with the low win-loss ratio. Because, yeah, he might be able to outgun me, but my team and myself are going to know that, yeah, okay, you're a decent player, so let's go ahead and control you, and then your team's not going to be able to do anything to get back to us to control us. And when you're thinking along those lines, you'll actually start to realize that stats don't matter. You know, my stats, they're pretty low, but as you look at what I'm doing here, switching in between consoles on a regular basis, things along those lines, it pretty much hinders me from getting, you know, a 7 KD in every game on every system, because one day I'm playing PlayStation, I'm used to the way the PlayStation players run, then I'm hopping onto the Xbox and I'm playing with some of the Xbox players. So, you know, it's completely different play styles between the two. I'll have a whole commentary about the difference in between the PlayStation players and the Xbox players with some video proof of the way that they play. And then, you know, we'll be able to actually discuss everything out there. Another thing that I did want to bring up, though, here really quick, is I am looking for an intro for this channel. So, you know, I will be willing to give away some Microsoft points or some money. If you know anybody that's good at making intros or anything along those lines, feel free to have them contact me. You can, as always, send me a message on PlayStation. My PSN is XEvilAsMeX, all one word, and my Xbox Live ID is XEvilX. And, you know, send me a message, or you can also send me a message here on YouTube, and I will gladly, you know, get back to you and figure out what we can do about making an intro for this channel. Because, you know, I do want to entertain you guys, and right now, basically, I'm at the very, very beginning of actually starting this channel. So for those of you guys that are watching these videos, realize that I do really appreciate your guys' views, and I do really appreciate every single one of my subscribers. And, you know, you guys will be seeing some subscriber givebacks and things like that as the time progresses within this channel. So, you know, feel free to, you know, come on, play with me, and, you know, let's have some fun together and really take care of, you know, the way that we actually run everything. But just remember, you know, have someone, if you yourself or you know someone that's good at making intros, please hit me up and we'll go ahead and we'll discuss that faction of it. The final thing I did want to cover here really quick is those of you PlayStation players that are watching my videos here, feel free to add me. The reason why I don't play PlayStation that much versus Xbox is specifically because of the fact that I don't like playing alone. You know, I do like going out there with the team because it does make it more fun. and you know, I like to actually enjoy myself while I'm playing. So for those of you guys that do have a PlayStation, feel free to add me up. And as you guys can see here, you know, I turned a bad gameplay around into a really good gameplay. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a wonderful day.